Okay, so good evening to one and all. So everyone can hear my voice, right? Is my voice audible to everyone? Just a moment. Okay, so last time we have discussing about bucketing, right? So today we will see only the basic things only we have discussed about bucketing. Okay, so and we will be going to see what are all the next topics which is there in the bucketing means whether you can do a bucketing on a date column or whether you can do the bucketing on string column. Another thing is can we do bucketing on a can we do bucketing and partition on the same column? Okay, so the we are going to in real time mostly we will do bucketing and partitioning on the same column. Okay, so we won't be doing, so maximum they will do bucketing first, then after sorry they will be doing partition. So even after doing the partition, if they are facing the issues means a slowness on, they will go for bucketing. Okay, so that's how the scenario goes. Okay, so I think everyone hope it they are clear with the partitions and bucketing, right? So can we move ahead and start with the next topics? Did anyone practice it or did anyone faced any issues while doing practicing anything? Okay, so try to practice it. Okay, so once you practice, then only it will be easy for you. Else, after some days, it will be new topics. Okay, okay, where is budgeting workouts? Okay, okay. So just a moment, I should remember what is the database we have created. Okay, okay. JNT, okay, partitions. Okay, good. So this is the database which we created. Okay, so show tables. So these are all the tables which we created. Okay, so we have created the bucketing table also. So we have created the bucketing table also. Okay, so now I think this is the one which first in order to create the bucketing table, we need to enable the property which is called as set hive dot enforce dot bucketing equal to true. Guys, these properties are very very important for the people who are trying for interviews. Okay, definitely they are going to ask you these properties. What is the property? Can you tell me the property? All those things. Okay, so and what are all the interview scenarios? That is different apart. Okay, but these are all the basics you need to know. Okay, apart from this, so just a moment, I will just show what is the another scenario which we will use it in bucketing. This is what the bucketing, one more thing. And this is how we will be creating the bucketing. So guys, if you do the bucketing on a table, what will be created in the hdfs? If you create a bucketing in the hdf if you create a bucketing in the hive, right, what will be the reflection in hdfs? What will be creating in hdfs? Any answer? What is the exact difference between partition and bucketing? Yes, exactly, Sohail. So if you create the bucketing, files will be created. If you do the partition, folders will be created. Okay. So that is the single line answer which you need to give in interviews. What is the difference between partition and bucketing? Partition will create folders and bucketing will create files. If I create three buckets, then how many files will be created in the backend? Three files, right? Number of buckets equal to number of files. Okay. So just see this. Just remove this. No need to. So we are creating the bucketing table with three buckets. Okay, you can see here what is the keyword you will be using for creating the buckets clustered by a particular name, the column name into number of buckets. Okay, just give enter. Okay, so your bucketing table has been created, and what is the next step? We need to insert the data into the bucketing table. Okay, so this is same as what before. Just give enter. Okay, so once you give enter, what will happen? Map reduce job will be running in the backend. Okay, so once you create this, you will come to know whether how many files will be created. I think before where I don't understand. Just a moment. Just I will log into Ambar. I want to show you few. Okay, so I'm not sure why these guys. Somebody. Okay, where is you? Think they have removed you or not sure. Where is you? Services. Spark. Okay, Ambari, HBase, okay, services, dashboard, posts, alerts, admin, okay, high views, dashboards, okay, okay. Debug by query, high clients, go to view. You see this? Because before and all we used to have hue, that is nothing but the what you say the web UI. Okay, web GUI. I think they have changed it. I'm not sure. Just a moment. Okay. Mm, these are all the tables. Okay, so query is fine. Setting. You can see here these are all the commands which I used before. Okay, you can see 4 days back, 2 minutes ago, what is the command I have used. So all it will be tracked under Ambari, but this is a paid version, guys. It's not a free trial. You won't get this in free trial. Okay, so I'm having 3 months subscription. Okay, so that's the reason I'm getting this thing. So for free trial you won't be seeing all these things. Okay. Query. Okay. So I think they might have moved this. Okay. Anyway, I will be going through it. Okay, and I will be uh, because there must be a hue. Okay, so I don't sure whether they might have changed it to someone else. I'm not sure. Anyway, I will go through the tutorials and I will let you know because they might have changed something. Okay. 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 So not a problem. Anyway, so we will go. We will continue our session. Okay. So this is not the thing. Okay, so this is what it will happen. So once you give the bucketing, right, you can see the map reduce job will be running in the backend. Okay, so and once the map reduce jobs runs, okay, so your data, guys, uh, again I will give you one assignment. See here, there is one mapper and there is three reducers. Can you answer what is why there are three reducers? Okay, any idea why there are three reducers running? Any answer? Can anyone give me the answer? Why there are three reducers running? Any guess? Okay, because of three buckets. Okay, so why? Because why three buckets? Why Anuj? So what is the reason? Suppose if you are giving three buckets, why it is giving three reducers? Any idea? Answer is correct. It is 3 buckets. Why? I told you, right? Even if you give the answer also, they will ask why. Okay. So big data or Hadoop completely. Okay. So the thing is, what I told you, what it will be created. Yes, exactly. Three parallel process means three files will be created. So for creating every file, you need shuffling, you need the process to be done. Okay. So for creating the three files, you need three reducers. Each reducer will run, it will create the file, it will put the data, it will shuffle the data, it will consolidate the data. Understood, guys, everyone? Okay. The reason why three reducers means this is the thing. Okay. Understood, everyone? Okay. So this is why the three reducers are running. Why? Because three files are creating in the backend. Okay. Just we will one more. Just a moment. Okay. So we have moved to this and just go to Hadoop dfs-ls apps. Okay. Hive warehouse. This is the default warehouse location, and just go to this particular uh, folder .db and just go here. You can see there is a you can see here bucketing, and you can see there are three files. Okay. You can see there are three files here. Zero. And what is this, guys? Why it is zero? Why it is one? Why it is two? Any idea? I told you, right? Last class, why there is zero and why there is one, and what is the meaning of this? Any idea? I explained you, right, in the last class. Why it is giving the files as zero and it one and two. How many number of buckets we have used? Three buckets, right? So what will happen? Every ID will be divided by number of buckets, right? So the thing is 1 divided by 3. Okay, what is the remainder? 2. Okay, then it will go to the next value 2. 2 divided by 3. How? What is the remainder? 1. Okay, then it will go to the next thing. 3 divided by 3. What is the remainder? 0. So that's the reason the data with 0 remainder will go to this file. The data with 1 remainder will go to this file, and the data with 2 remainder will go to this file. Understood? Why there are what is the naming convention? Okay. So this is how, guys, this is how the three buckets will be created. Even you can do for 4 buckets. Okay. So you can create n number of buckets. That's your okay. You can try it and you can do it. Understood, everyone? Okay. So this is how you need to create the 3 buckets. Okay. So just see. Just a moment. 4. I'm creating into 4 buckets. Okay. Just a moment. Just I will just to see now how the map reduce process will run. Okay. You can see how many reducers. Okay, got it right. 4 reducers. Okay, so guys, this is why I'm telling you, this is one of the most important interview question. Okay, if I have 10 10 buckets, okay, how many reducers will run? Okay, so this is how it will happen. Okay, 4 reducers. Clear with the topic bucketing? Okay, now this is how we will be creating buckets for different things, and now we will be seeing how to create a bucketing on a date column. Okay, so we can create bucketing on date string column also. Okay, so just go it. You can see, just remove this one. Everyone following it, right? Don't have any questions? Let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can see here taxation date. Okay, I am making the taxation date as the bucketed column, and I am doing the bucketing. Okay, now it is done. Now just go to the insert statement. Okay, so just make it as, just try to load the data. Okay, let's see whether bucketing will happen or not. Okay. So how it will happen means I will tell you. You can see there are only two reducers. Why? Because two buckets. Okay, so the data has been loaded into the table. Just go to it. Okay, so just check it here. Okay, so this is the bucketing date column. Okay, so just go here. As usual, you will have two files. Okay, so just open this file. Okay, so the data has been, go to this file, guys. So what I did here, I opened the 00 file, right? Understood, everyone? Okay, so you can see here remainder is 0. So this is nothing but the values with remainder 0 will go. So how it will take the 0 in the sense, just add this date 6, right? So 0 plus 6, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 2, 16. 16 plus 1, 17. 18. 18 divided by 2. What is the modulo? 0. So that's the reason this will give the remainder 0, and this is going to this 0 file. You go to this, okay? You go to this 7. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. 15 plus 1, 16. 16 modulo 2, remainder is 0. That's why it is going to this. Got it, guys? How the date column is getting bucketed. So even date also will be getting bucketed based on the addition. Got it, everyone? Understood? What is, why I am telling you this, right? So this even date column also it can be done. But if you want to know how the shuffling happens, means this is how the shuffling will happen. Okay, so it will add the individual value, and finally that will divided by the number of buckets. Okay, and the 0 modulo will go to the 0 file, and the 1 modulo will go to the another file. Okay. Okay, now bucketing on string. Okay, anyway I will be giving this document to you so you can try it out. Okay, try to do the bucketing on this. Okay, so this is how. Okay, any doubt? Size depends upon the data, sir. Suppose if you have 1 lakh records, in that 1 lakh records there are some 40,000 records which will give 0 remainder, then that will go to the particular bucket, and remaining data will go to the another bucket, sir. So it won't be uniform, or it may be uniform. Depends, sir. Depends on the bucket we will be taking, depending upon the data. What is the date? What is the date present in that particular column? So depending upon that, the bucket size will vary, sir. Is it fine, sir? Okay, so this is how, and one more most important thing, how we can do the bucketing and partition on the same column. Okay, so how we will be doing the bucketing and partition on the same column. Okay, so this is how the real-time scenario looks like. We will do the bucketing and we will do the partition on the same column. How we can do that? Okay, so this is how the query looks like. Okay, this is how the query looks like. Just I will paste the query and I will explain you. Okay, you can see here we are going to take category as the partitioned column, and we are going to take taxation number as the bucketed column. So we are using bucketing and partition on the same columns. Okay, so understood, right? So how it will happen? So the thing is, first bucketing, first partition will happen. So first folders will be created. So inside the folders the files will be created as per the bucketing column which we have mentioned in the table. Got it right, everyone? Understood? So just try to execute this. Okay, you can see the this is how the syntax looks like. Okay, so first partition by will comes and followed by clustered by. So in the sense, first partition will happen, then followed by bucketing will happen. Means first folder will be created, then inside that files will be created. Okay, so just come here. Okay, just we have loaded, and now this is what first we will be inserting the data. Okay, since we are doing the dynamic partition, what will happen? You will get the error. So what is the property you need to set? This is the property you need to set. Okay. Okay. So hive dot execution dot dynamic partition mode equal to non-state. This is the one which you need to set. Okay. Before doing your partition. Okay, so what is this partition, guys? Dynamic partition. So how you can tell the dynamic partition? Okay, so you can see here there is no where condition here. That's the reason this is nothing but the dynamic partition. Okay, so here there is no where condition, and the category which is present in the partition must be same as the category which is present in the select statement. Both must be same. Clear? Everyone understood, right? I think you hope I have explained, or I have already explained this in our previous session. Okay, so now this is what the partition and bucketing. So we have already setted the properties. Okay, so now what we are going to do, just execute the, just insert. Now just insert the data. Okay, so you can see here, first the partition is created, then after the partitions is created, the bucketing will be done. Okay, so just to see this. Okay, once you open the backend, right, and you can see it. So just go to here. Okay, so where is that bucketing and partition? Okay, you can see here there are partitions got created. So just to open this. Okay, just to open the dancing. Okay, and just see this. You can see how many files are created inside the dancing. Any idea how this is done, guys? How this is done? First a partition is created, and inside the partition you will get number of data, right? Suppose inside the dancing partition you will be getting some 2000 or 10,000 records. Okay, so in the 10,000 records, every record will have taxation number. So on the taxation number, bucketing will be done. Okay, so suppose you have 1,000 records, so if you take two buckets, 500 will go to this bucket, and 500 will go to this bucket. So first, what happened? A folder is created, then inside the folder a file is created. A folder is created, and inside that a file is created. So this is how, guys, your things will happen in partition and bucketing. Okay. So this is how the things will happen in partition and bucketing. Everyone clear with this? Understood? Or any doubts? Okay. So just a moment. Is there any other thing I missed? Just let you know. Okay. So, and if you can ask you like how to decide the number of partitions. Okay, so it's nothing but it's to be frank, in what do you say, in real time, right? It's a completely a trail and error. Based on the data size we will take the call. So how to check the number of partitions, all those things, okay? How to take the number of buckets, whether it is 50 buckets or 60 buckets, all those things, okay? So based on the conditions only, we will be based on the data size, we will be taking those things, okay? Clear, everyone? Any doubts, let me know, okay? So I hope it is clear to one and all, okay? So this is what about bucketing, guys, okay? So if you are doing bucketing on a string column, what is the what you say technique it will be used on the previous class I told you, right? What is the technique we will be using? Hashing algorithm, right? So good, it's a hashing. So this is mostly commonly asked the questions, okay? So how you will be doing all those things and all, okay? Clear, everyone? Understood? Okay. So this is all about bucketing. Okay. So how you will be doing the bucketing in the real time, everything, all that. So the bucketing plays a very important role even in your nest properties. Okay. So we will do that. We will see that how we can do that. Okay. Just a moment. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Okay. So now the next thing which we are going to see is what is that? Hashing. I have created an external table on cloud and slab, and my Hive SQL query is available in another folder. Not understood. What is that? I have created external table on Cloud Excel and my Hive SQL queries are available in another folder. Okay. I didn't understand, Bhaskar. What is your question? Okay. So you have created an external table. That is fine. Okay. So what is the other thing which you did? Okay. So on my Hive SQL queries are available in another folder. What is that? I don't understand. Can you elaborate it? Okay. So I will help you out. Okay, so guys, everyone understood what is meant by bucketing? This plays a very major role. Okay, you need to know bucketing and partition. Okay, so that's why I'm asking. So, what is the next thing? Next important thing which is present in the okay this Hive is nothing but acid properties. Okay, so guys, this is the most important property. Why I'm telling, right? Mostly 80% of the big data projects are belongs to banking. Okay, so mostly bankings are using the okay these big data. So if they are going for banking project, if you are going to attend any banking interviews, then the main questions will come completely this asset properties. Okay, so what is this asset properties, all those things and all we are going to see now. Okay, so I will show you. Okay. So now what ACID stands for? Okay, the first thing. So what ACID stands for? Acid properties. Okay, so just a moment. Acid properties. Okay. Acid properties in Hive. what is acid? Okay, so nothing but A, atomicity. C, I will explain you each and everything. Okay, consistency, isolation, D, durability. Okay, so this is nothing but the acid properties which we use in Hive. Okay, so nothing but what is meant by atomicity. Atomicity means the transaction which we are going to do in banking should complete successfully or it should fail completely. You should not be left partially. Okay, whether the transaction must be completed successfully or it must be failed successfully, but there must not be in a situation like partially that transaction must not happen. Okay, so either it must be complete or it must be failed. Either complete or fail. That's it. There will be no partial transactions in this asset properties. Okay, and what is consistency? Consistency ensures that any transaction which will bring in the database from one state to another, right? So the thing is like it consistency makes the transactions looks like we are doing the transaction in database only. But are we doing the transaction in database? No, we are doing the transactions in HDFS. HDFS is nothing but a file system. Okay, understood everyone? So the thing is consistent. Okay, whatever you are going to do, okay, whatever you're just a moment, so whatever you are going to do in this particular Hive, right? So that must be consistent in the sense whenever you update it, whenever you update a particular record, the data must be consistent in nature, which is almost similar to the database. Okay, that is called consistency. Understood everyone? And one more thing, isolation. Every transaction should be independent of each other. Okay, the main thing is one transaction must not affect another transaction. That is very, very important in the banking. Okay, so your transaction is different. Other even you see, I'm doing my transaction, and the person who is coming into another ATM is doing another transaction. So we both are doing different transactions, right? So my transaction is different, his transaction is different. So both transactions must be independent to each other. Okay, one transaction must not affect another. Okay, another one is durability. Okay, so the thing is if a particular transaction is completed, it should be preserved in the database even if the machine state is lost or something. Means suppose you have did one transaction and your particular file system or database is down. So in that case also the transaction which you completed, right, that must be preserved. Even your database is having some your any loss something, it must store in that particular database. Okay, that is called durability. So the thing is security will be there. Okay, so that's how you understood, right, why now bankings are using this. Why? Because your transactions will be isolated to each other, and durability means your transactions, even your database or file system is down, your transactions will be saved. And consistency, your data will be consistent. And atomicity, either a transaction will complete or a transaction will fail partially, your transaction won't happen. Understood guys, what is meant by atomicity? Sorry, what is meant by acid? Mostly they will ask you to tell all these properties. Okay, so what is meant by atomicity, consistency, all those things. Clear everyone? Understood? Okay, just a moment. I have a question. Yes, same as database, sir. Exactly same as a database, but we are not doing it in database. We are doing it in the file system. Okay, we are doing it in file system. Clear, right, everyone? Any doubts? Let me know. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so now what is meant by this acid properties and all we have seen. And now when the acid properties are introduced, okay, guys, the acid properties are introduced in Hive 0.13. 0.13. Before 0.13, there is no acid properties. So what is meant by acid properties? Acid properties are nothing but, anyone aware of what is meant by DML operations in SQL? What is meant by DML operations? Any idea? What is meant by DML operations? What is the full form of DML operations? Okay, data manipulation. Okay, data manipulation. What is meant by data manipulation? What are all those commands? Anyone idea have any idea what is meant by the commands? What are all the commands in data manipulation? Okay, yes, exactly. Insert, update, and delete. Okay, so nothing but these are all the operations which we'll be doing in our SQL. Okay, in order to insert a particular record, in order to update a particular record, you can do that. Okay, simply see how to update. I think most of the people might know. Once I do the asset properties, right, I will explain you how that looks like. Okay, so in Hive 0.13, right, they have partially introduced asset properties. Okay, so like atomicity, consistency, durability, but isolation is missed. Okay, so isolation is missed in that. But okay, in Hive 0.14, complete acid properties came into picture. So from 0.14 versions, you can use your acid properties. Means insert, update, and delete is possible in Hive only for the versions which is greater than 0.14. Okay, can we do insert in, or can we do update in Hive? This is the common question which you will get in interviews. Okay, so yes, we can do update in Hive only for the versions greater than 0.13. Okay, only for the versions 0.13, and you cannot do DML operations on Hive for every table. Okay, so Hive will be having the particular DML operation, the table which is able to do the DML operations, right? Which is satisfying the DML operations must follow some conditions. Okay, suppose a table is there and you cannot straight away apply the acid properties. Just a moment, just see this. Okay, so let us assume you have taxation records, right? Select star TXN records. Just a moment, and I forgotten to give limit. Okay. So let's give high. Okay, just give JNDK partitions. Okay, so just go to select star from limit uh, 10. Okay, okay, so just we can just try to update the record, update taxation records. Okay, set what is that, just a moment, one two three, third field we will try to update it. Okay. Mm, customer number. Okay, so just try to update the set custom number equal to 456 something. Okay, where mm, tx number equal to 1, taxation number. Okay, taxation number equal to 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to update the record with taxation number equal to 1. I'm going to change this field custom number. Okay, so just try it. Okay, sorry, update taxation record set equal to where taxation equal to 1. So just try to enter. You can see here, attempt to update or delete using the transaction manager does not support this transaction. Means every table straight away we cannot do the DML operations on Hive. So the table must satisfy some conditions. Okay, I will tell you those conditions. Okay, so what are all the conditions which you need to do for satisfying a template? So in order to perform the DML operation on a Hive table, it must follow three conditions. If you have a Hive table, if you want to perform DML operations on it, so it must satisfy three conditions. What is the first condition? It must be a it must be a bucketed table. Okay, it must be a bucketed table. Second thing, the most important thing, the table must be stored in ORC format. Okay, so first condition is the table must be a bucketed table, and the second condition is the table must be stored in ORC format. Clear? Understood, everyone? And what is the third thing? Transactional property must be set to true. Okay, transaction property must be set to clear. So these are all the three conditions which a particular table need to satisfy in order to be a ACID table. Okay, in order to be a ACID table. So if this kind of tables only you are able to do the ACID properties. Okay, means you can able to do the DML operations on a table which is satisfying all these three conditions. Here, understood, everyone? Any doubts? Okay, so what is meant by the bucketing table? You know how to create a bucketing table and how to store in WARZ format. I will explain you now. And what is the transaction property also? No, sir. If it is not a bucketed, then we cannot perform the DML operations. Exactly. In any one of the three conditions is failed, we cannot do the DML operation on a Hive table. Definitely, it must be a bucketed table. Definitely, it must be stored in WARC format, and the transactional property must be set. Any of the condition is failed, then your update or delete won't work. Clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Because that depends, sir. Because see, in banking domains, you will have n number of tables. Okay, in the n number of tables, only some tables only. Okay, some tables only we can able to do the updates. Okay, on all tables we won't perform DML operations. Only some tables out of 100 production tables, only 10 or 15 tables only we will be doing the DML operations only. Those, but initially itself the banking people will be, the clients will be giving the requirement. This table must be a transactional table. Means this table we may need to do the DML operation. So those tables we need to create it by these conditions. Small tables and all, because anyway in HDFS in real time, we won't work on small tables, sir. Every table will have at least minimum 10 GB data. Those tables only we will be working, sir. Minimum 10 GB data will be there in each and every table. Minimum 10 GB, sorry, maximum 20 GB also will be there. Minimum it will be varying from 5 to 5 GB, 6 GB. But in banking domains and all, every table will have at least 10 GB, sir. Huge amount of data will be present. Okay, clear, sir? Fine, right? Any doubts, sir? Okay. Okay. So this is how, no problem, sir. Okay. So this is how, these are all the three properties which you need to set, and how to create a DML, how to create a DML table means just go to this file and just, I have already placed this. You can see here, this is, sorry. Just a moment. It's not, okay. So this is how you need to create the bucketing table. Okay. So DML operate first to create this table. Then First condition, what is the first condition? We are creating a bucketed table. Okay. So we are taking department and we are going to uh, do the bucketing on department into three buckets. Okay. And what is the next thing? Stored as was. Okay. Stored as WRC. And what is the third property? Table properties means transactional property must be set to true. So this is how you need to set the table transactional to. This is how you need to set the transaction. Okay. So this is how you need to create the DML table in Hive. First thing, you need to create a table. Okay. So normally you need to do, so what are all the columns I have taken? Employee ID I have taken, first name I have taken, designation, salary, department. Okay. So, and then in this department, I am going to bucket. Okay. So department clustered by department into three buckets. Okay. So if I'm, then I'm storing that into WRC format. Okay. So stored as WRC, and then finally I'm storing it as table properties transactional equal to true. Okay. So these are all the three things, okay, which we are going to do. First thing, clustered by, second thing, stored as, and if you are not giving stored as, and what is the default file format which Hive table will store? Any idea? If you don't give any file format, right? What is the default file format which Hive table will get stored in the metastore? Any idea? I told you, right? Many times. If you don't save your table in any format, what is the default file for default format your Hive table will get stored? Any idea? Set test format, okay? I have set up queries to be run on external table. How to execute those queries available? Okay, you are telling like through ODBC we can do it, Bhaskar. So if you have Eclipse, right? Through Eclipse also we can connect it to your cluster and we can do that. Okay, we can do that. That is possible. Okay, so Parquet it's not the thing, sir. So normally we will be, if you don't give anything, then it will be saving it as specific formats. Parquet we will be storing it as par all the production tables. We will be storing it as par all the production tables almost. Only some tables we will be storing it as ORC, and the main reason for storing the tables as ORC is only because of DML operations. Okay, so if you are storing the table in ORC format, then simply you can assume that that table is nothing but a ACID table. Means you can do update, delete, insert on this particular table. Clear? Understand everyone? Okay, so this is how it will be, guys, because this is default file formats. Just a moment. Okay, so this is how. Okay. So this is how you will be creating the DML table. Just give enter. Okay. So your DML table is created. Okay. So now just once your DML table is created, can we straight away go on to do the insert the data, guys? Is it possible? No, it's not possible. Why? Still we didn't inserted, we didn't updated the ACID properties. Okay. So what is the ACID properties? There are some 6 ACID properties, guys, which we need to do. Okay. So just a moment, I have the ACID properties. I will explain you once each and every ACID property. Mhm. Just a moment. You have this ACID properties. Okay. Mhm. Just a moment. So anyway, we will. These are all the acid properties. So once after your DML table is created, so it has followed the three conditions. Now we need to set the acid properties. What are all the acid properties? Okay, Hive dot support dot true. We'll explain you what is meant by each and every property. Okay, and what is the property if you are using a bucketing table? Simple. 8 Hive dot enforce dot bucketing equal to true. Okay. And what is the another property? We need to even set the dynamic partition property also. Dynamic dot partition dot mode equal to non-static. Okay. This is the third property which you need to set. Okay. And the most important property which I am going to tell now for DML operation, Hive dot transaction dot manager. Okay. This is the property, okay, which will remove the locks in your particular table. Okay, what is meant by a lock? Just go through it and you will explore that particular thing. What is meant by a lock? Okay, because that is most important topic in SQL. And let me know if you don't understand in internet, then I will explain. Okay, try to explore what is meant by locks in SQL. Okay, so this is the fourth property, and one of the Hive dot companion property. Okay, any idea? Yes, sir. We have a row level locking also will be available in Hive. Sir. Yes, we can do that. But that is allowed in what do you say, sir? Updated versions or advanced versions in Hive that is possible. Row level locking is possible. So we have something called as external locks, and we have something called as shared locks, and external locks. Something is there. So using that we can lock the row levels. We can do that. Okay, so these are all the acid properties, okay, which you need to set. And last property is nothing but the threads. Okay, set Hive dot. Yes, sir, exactly, sir. Shared lock for reading, and we have exclusive lock for write. Yes, sir, exactly. Even we can create the locks. If the locks are created, we can even release the locks also. All that particular details will be saved in a locking table, sir. For every in every Hive or a SQL, we will have a lock table. So in that, all the locks will get created. So we can even clear that locks also. Guys, what is meant by threads? I told you, right? What is meant by threads? Any idea what is meant by threads? I told you right before. What is meant by thread? What if we give process running on parallel? Exactly. Okay. So if we give two, it will be two. Okay. So these are all the asset properties which we need to set. Okay. Now see, I will insert the data. Okay. So you can see here. Now I will be inserting this data. Okay. You can see even for inserting also map reduce job will run. But if you give the same insert in SQL, how much time it will take? It will be very, very fast, right? It will take milliseconds to update it. But in file system, it will take more time. Clear? Okay. So you can see here for creating a particular record. Okay. So for inserting the data into the record, you can see how much of process it is taking place. So from this, what you understood? Any case from this, what you understood, guys? Thing is, in Hive or in HDFS or in any file system, I told you many times, file system is nothing but read many, write once. Okay, read many and write once. So once you have written, you can read n number of times. But if you want to update it, it will take L out of it. Okay. So even this is the advanced property which is allowing your data to be done in the file system. If you want to update the data into the, how do you say, like uh, database or something, it will take very less time. But if you want to do the same thing in file system, you can see, right, how much amount of time it is taking. It is taking a huge amount of time. Okay. So this is the first record which we have did. Okay. So now just see, try to update, guys. I will just try to do something on it. One. Okay, so you can see I have a high incident. I might have copied it and I pasted it there. So just try. I'm trying to update a record. You can even try it out. Okay. Yes, sir. Very long time it will take to DBMS, sir. Why? Because DBMS is nothing but a database management system, which the data will be present in the database. Okay, so it is very easy to update. But whereas in the file system, okay, the data will be present in the files. Okay, so it will take how it will take more time to update. Why? Because even we are creating the data in Hive, which looks like a database, but in the backend, the data will be written in the HDFS only. Okay, so the thing is, whenever you are trying to update the record, it will be getting updated from the HDFS. Okay, means file system. So that's the reason it will take more time. Okay, so that is how mostly we won't use DML operations until and unless it is very important. If it is very important, then only you can look on the DML operations on the Hive, which will be playing very big. This only happens in banking. Okay, only in banking sectors only we will be doing all this. So even I worked in retail. In retail, we never used the DML operations in Hive. But when I use it in the when working in Bank of England, I see many of the tables we use it to do the updates. Okay, it is clear. Okay, so the thing is, this is what we have did update. So update also, it will take, I think, okay, so updated, right? Insert. Okay, now we will just do update. Okay, you can see for update it will take this much of, even for update also, even for one record also it will take much amount of time. Okay, okay. So this is how it happened. Okay, so update is done. Okay. Uh, Decision making also we cannot tell, sir, because mostly big data we will use for analytical purposes. Okay, like if you have huge amounts of data, on the huge amounts of data we need to do the analysis. So mostly we will use for analytical process. Decision making sometimes only we will be doing in big data. But if you use ML flow machine learning, then you can do the decision making. You can integrate big data with machine learning. In that case, we can do decision making. Yes, sir. Most analysis, right? Analysis depending upon what kind of analysis. Okay, we are doing. Yeah, that is also a answer. So maybe you can use analysis for your decision. Okay, but once you do the analysis, once we get the output, so based on that, we will be giving that output to the machine learning team. So they will be taking the decision and they will be forecasting the output. Anyway, you can take vice versa also. We can take this decision making also. We can take like that. It's a good one. So even yeah, we can use it for decision making also. So this is what we have did for update. And now I will show you how to delete the record. Okay. So insert is done, update is done. What is the next thing? Delete. Okay. So this is what the delete. Okay. So just uh, wish- So won't happen. Why? Because all the properties will be vanished. Okay. So again, what we need to copy all these properties and we need to paste it. Okay. So copy, paste. So these are all the properties. Now you can give delete query, so it will work. Even for delete query also map reduce will run. Why? Because you are doing some updates or you are doing some consolidation, you are removing some data, so then the reducer comes into picture. Means whatever the data which you are deleting, it is present in the multiple nodes, right? So for that, what will happen? Again, the shuffling will happen. So this and all how we have how we will think all those things. Okay. Understood, everyone? What is the DML operation and what are all the properties you need to set for doing the DML operations on Hive? Okay. Any doubts still here? Acid properties. What is meant by an acid property? How we are doing the acid properties? All those things. You have no doubts? Then I will move to the next topic, which is nothing but the Hive performance tuning techniques. Okay. Okay. I hope that is clear. So since no answer, I taking it as a clear from your end. So we will move to the next topic. So what is the next topic is nothing but the high performance optimization techniques. Okay. So what is the high performance optimization techniques? So what are all the high performance optimization techniques that seen we have till now? We have seen some high optimization techniques, right? What are all those techniques, right? Anyone? What are all the techniques we have seen till now? We have seen some optimization techniques, right? Can anyone answer that? Bucketing, good. Any other? Partition, that is the most important thing. Partition. Okay. So partition is the optimization technique which you will be using in the real time, and the next thing is bucketing. Okay. What else what else guys? I told you how many execution engines are available in Hive. How many execution engines? Three. Okay. So the thing is, even you can change your execution engines based on the data size. Okay. Based on the data size, even you can change the execution engines to tells, or you can change the execution engines to Spark also. You can do it. Okay. So the thing is, using your execution engine as a test, mainly what will happen? Okay, I think the connection, guys, you can able to hear me, uh, everyone, because I guess my connection got disconnected. Yes, okay, good. Because the particular thing got loaded again, so that's the reason. Okay, so okay, so we're using the first thing. So just I will tell you what are all the things which we are going to see. Okay, this is very high performance optimization techniques. Okay, first thing already told, partition. Okay, so second thing bucketing, and third thing execution engine. Selecting the suitable execution engine. So the thing is, while selecting the suitable execution engine, you can increase the performance of your Hive query. Okay, by selecting the execution engine, okay, you can increase, even you can select suppose you can select a test as your execution engine. Okay, it will increase your performance on your Hive query. Okay, so it's nothing but it's a new application framework, and it was built on Hadoop yarn. Okay, the thing is, why we are going for test means it can execute complex direct acyclic graphs, okay, for doing the data processing. Okay, so it is more flexible, guys, and powerful successor when compared to MapReduce framework. Okay, so it is similar to Spark. It is similar to Spark. Okay, it will increase your speed. Okay, it will increase your speed. Okay, so based upon that, the entire data will get processed in the form of acyclic graphs. Okay, and nothing but it has many APIs. Okay, the test provides many APIs. Okay, so which will faster process your data. But okay, so the thing is, like, the main problem with the test is it will go out of memory error. Okay, so while doing the test, you need to efficiently utilize the test containers memory. Okay, that is another big topic. Okay, so it's simply, I will tell you. So in order to use test, the thing is, it will do the process faster, but it may get container memory error. Okay, memory error you will be getting in test, and that error we will call it as vertex error. Okay, mostly after interview question, so what is meant by vertex error? Okay, vertex error. If you use test as execution engine, if your container exceeds the memory, then you will get this error. Okay, so but if your data is a moderate size, then you can go for test for faster processing of data. Okay, understood everyone what is the execution engine? Okay, and usage of suitable file format. Okay, so this is a suitable file format. So based on your output data, okay. So once you have processed the data and you kept the data in your output table, okay. So the thing is, suppose if you want to have a faster retrieval, then what you can do it, you can directly go away with Parquet file format. So usage of suitable file format. Okay, usage of suitable file format. Okay. If you're telling like if huge file is there regarding execution engine or which one, sir? For suitable file format means for third point or fourth point or execution engine. If huge file is there, then you can go with MapReduce only, sir. The thing is, if you have a huge file, the thing is, if you are going for test, what will happen means for performing the test, for performing the processing using test will create a container. Okay, that will have a limited memory. Okay, so for at the time of initial itself, you need to initialize the memory of the particular container. You need to increase the memory. So once that memory is done, then your entire processing will stop. But same will not be the case in case of MapReduce. Okay? So MapReduce won't be doing that. MapReduce, even if your data is large, it may take some time, but it will get the output. Yes, sir, MR only. And even you can use Spark, but mostly people won't use Spark in Hive. Okay? So mostly they will use test or they will use MR, MapReduce. Clear, sir? Understood? Okay. So this is what about execution engine, and what is the fourth point, usage of suitable file format. So what is the suitable file format? As I told you, once you got the data, once you processed the data, you can keep the data in Parquet file format and you can keep the data in ORC file format. Okay. So the thing is, if you want, if you want to keep the data in WARC file format, it is nothing but optimized row columnar, which means it can store the data in an optimized way than other file formats. But it is the thing is for retrieval, for faster retrieval, Parquet is good when compared to WARC. Okay, so Parquet is good. Even WARC, if you give the data in WARC, it will retrieve the data in a very fast manner. But when comes to the file, when it comes to the retrieval of data, instead of WARC, Parquet is very fast. Okay, it's very fast, and even Parquet is one more use of using WARC means you can use the table as a DML table also. You can make it use. Okay, so WARC is also one more Parquet you can use, and even WARC also you can use. Okay, I already told you while doing the data import from SQL from data RDBMS to HDFS, you can try to move the data in WARC file format. Okay, so which will reduce the original size of the table to 75%. Okay, suppose you have 1 GB data, so that will be compressed to 25, means like 25 MB like that. So that's how it will happen. Okay, 250 MB, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is how it will happen. Okay, so usage of suitable file format, and this is also one of the suitable technique. And one more thing, which is the commonly used one, the vectorization. Okay, vectorization. What is vectorization? Okay, so if you use vectorization, instead, suppose if you have millions of rows, if you don't use vectorization, how the processing will done means one by one. Okay, one file after another file, the data means the processing will be done. But if you use vectorization, 1024 rows, 1024 rows will be executed at a once. 1024 rows will be executed at a batch. Okay, batch wise the data gets processed. Instead of one by one, batch wise the data gets processed. Okay, 1024 rows will be executed at a once. Clear, everyone? Understood? Guys, this is the most important. Who are looking for interviews, vectorization is very important. Even if you fail to answer this question, directly they will reject your profile, because this is as much as important in Hive. How to use vectorization? Just go to my document. In the end, you can see there is a vectorization. Even I have placed the vectorization also. Okay, you can see here, I have created a table. I have inserted the data into the table, and I have there are some properties which you need to do for vectorization. Okay, so you can see here, sec hive.vectorizer enable.true. But if you have a huge file, then this will come into picture. Okay, means 1024 rows will be executed at a once. Why 1024? Means, what is meant by vector, guys? Any idea what is meant by vector? Did anyone know what is meant by vector? I think at least some of you might have heard about vector, right? In Java or some, maybe any idea? Vector is nothing but a 32 bar 32 storage device. Okay, 32 bar 32 storage device. Okay, so how the data gets stored in the sense like so. Just a moment, I will just tell you. Yes, this is very important. Why 32 to 32? How much? 1024, right? So this will be very useful. Vector. Wait, I will show you how the vector looks like. Okay. So first, what is nothing but it's a 32 bar element. Okay. We have like this. Okay. So the thing is, this is 1, 2, like this. It will go till 32. Okay. 30. So we'll have 0, nothing but 0. Okay, until it will go to the end, it's 31, index 31. Okay, 31. Okay, so now what will happen if you have a data will go and sit in the this location, and it will go to the then another data will go and sit in the one location. So once this 31 bar gets completed, one more 31 storage will get created. Okay, one more storage will get created. So here one more 32-bit storage will get created. Here you will get 32 bits. Okay, 30 will get. So it will have it 0. Okay, again it will start with 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is the difference, guys, but I am this time explaining you. Okay, so that you will come to know. And the main important thing, and this 31 and this. Okay, sorry. And this vector. Okay, this vector will refer to this vector, first vector. Okay, suppose this is also filled, one more 32 will get. This is one more 32 bit will get. Again 1, 2, like this. Like this, it will go till another 32. Okay, this is first one, this is second one, this is third one, till it will go to 32. So that's why I'm telling you as 32 bar 32. Okay, so 1024 rows can be executed at a once. Executed So anyway, in Scala, it will, because I will be explaining this uh, mostly to my best students in Scala. Okay, just I thought of telling what is meant by vector. Vector is nothing but 32 by 32 storage elements. Okay, so this is how the data gets stored. First, it will get, if for 31 gets filled, then it another bar will get opened, then again another bar, like that. Okay, understood everyone? What is meant by this? So if anyone asks you why 1024 means 32 into 32, how much? 1024. Simple. Guys, understood till what is meant by vector? Clear, right? Okay. So this is nothing but the fifth, what you say, uh, optimization technique. First one is partition, bucketing, execution engine, usage of, and fifth one is vectorization. And one more, even we can do indexing also, but nowadays we are not doing indexing. But even I think most of the people who are good with SQL, they know what is meant by index. Even you can go for indexing also. Okay. Even indexing also will give you good things. Okay. Even indexing also. The thing is, we can create an index for a particular column. So the searching operation will be fast. Even you can do that also, but nowadays we are not doing indexing. And the last one, which is the most important one, joins. Usage of Hive-based joins. Okay. Okay. So okay, these are all the techniques. Okay, what we use it to in the Hive. Okay, understood. So exactly, sir. And even indexes is normally expensive. Yes. That's the reason mostly we won't go for indexes because index in SQL is okay, but index in file system is always a bit different. That's the reason they majorly came for partition. They are using partition. Okay. So these are all the Hive optimization techniques which we can use. If you have a huge amount of data, how to process it, these are all the ways you can do. And what are all the Hive optimization techniques in that you have seen some called as Hive-based join. What are all the Hive-based joins? Okay. So normally in SQL, we have something called as inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join. Okay. So all these joins you have, right? Similarly, in Hive also, you have some joins called as, okay. So joins. So what are all the joins in here? First join is nothing but very important one, map side join. And second thing is nothing but bucket map join. Okay. Third thing is nothing but sort merge bucket join, which is called as SMB join. Okay. So what are all these joins? Okay. First thing, when we will go for, I will tell you when we will go for map set joins and all. Okay. I will be giving you the bucketing work, sorry, join workouts. Okay. You can see here, join workouts. Yeah, guys, just go through these join workouts and do the workouts by yourself. Okay, because it will take more time. Even if I tell join is very easy, it is this you can done it from your end because it is almost similar to C. Okay, so what is a map set join means? I will tell you when we will go for each join. Okay, that is the most important thing. Suppose you have a table one. Okay, the table one you have something called as 10 GB. Okay, you have something called as 10 GB. Okay, so 10 GB table. Okay, and table 2. Okay, we have something called as 25 MB. The size of the table is 25 MB. Okay, size of the table is 25 MB. Now which kind of join you will use? Normally you can use any join, even you can use inner join, outer join, left outer join, all those things. But the problem is if you do the join, shuffling operation will take place, and this is a huge data, and every data will get checked with 25 MB. So it's a huge amount of time. So what is map set join means in this? Okay, mapper will read the data from table 1 and table 2 and produce the key value pairs. I already told you what is the key value pair? Tuples. Okay. So map set join is a process where join between two tables are performed in mapper phase only. In map side join, there won't be reducer phase available. Okay. Only mapper phase only will be available. You won't have reducer phase in your Hive map set join. Okay. Understood everyone? So if you are using map set join, you won't be using reducer phase. Okay. So, and the thing is, join operation will be performed only on the mapper phase only. And what is the criteria? One table must be large, another table must be small. So, and the small table must not exceed 40 MB. It must be less than 40. Default, it will be 25. So, you can make it till 40 MB, it is allowable. So, once you are able to process 40 MB, then map set join won't work effectively. Okay. So, for performing map set joins, there should be two files. One is of larger size, another is of smaller size. Okay. So, and you can even change the smaller size, whether you can make it to 40 or you can make it to 25. That depends upon it. Okay. So, but for making this two, right, you need to set one property called as hive dot auto dot convert dot join equal to true. This is the property you need to set before applying the map set join. Okay. Important property. Okay. This is the property which you need to do. Okay. So understood everyone. So if you want to use the map set join, one table must be large and another table must be small. Okay. And once you do this, then what will happen? Your join operation will be performed only on the mapper phase only. Okay. So this is the one. This is the property you need to set. Hive dot auto convert join equal to true. So that is the one of the most used map set join as a one of the good optimization technique. Okay, guys, got it right. So this is what the first way when we will go for map set join. One table is large and another table is small. Okay, and what is the second thing? Bucket map join. Bucket map. What is the bucket map join? Okay, so nothing but see, you have a table, table one. You have four buckets. You have table two, and you have 12 buckets. So in this situation, you can go for bucket map join. Means one table bucket must be multiple of another table buckets. So table two is having 12 bucket, which is a multiple of 4, means 4 threes. So if it is having 16, then you can go for bucket map join. If it is having 20, you can go for bucket map join. Okay. So this this is the situation you need to go for bucket map join. Okay. So in what condition means here also mapping in the mapper phase only join will happen. Okay. If tables being joined or bucketed on the join columns. Okay. So in the sense, the one table must have the multiple number of buckets when compared to the other table. Then only this particular bucket map join will come into the picture. Okay. So what is the condition means? This is what the condition. So what is the property you need to set? You can set like this, set hive dot optimize dot bucket map. Okay. In bucket map join. This is the thing which you need to give it as true. Okay, before giving the bucket map join. So what is the condition? One table must be multiples of other table. Okay. One table buckets must be multiple of other table buckets. So in this case, your bucket map join comes into the picture. Okay. So guys, everything I have placed in this workout document, you can straight away go to it and you can check it. Okay. So try to do it, and I will try to give the data set. I hope that I have kept the data set. Okay. If not, let me know. Okay, I will keep the data sets in the this drive. Okay. Understood, everyone? This is what the bucket map join, and what is the third thing, which we will call it as SMB join. What is this SMB join? Okay, so if the tables joined or sorted and bucketed on the same column and have the same number of buckets, then sort merge join can be performed. Means simply, if you have a table one, let us assume you have 100 buckets, and you have table two, again 100 buckets. In this case only, you can go for sort merge bucket join. Means both tables must be large and both tables must have same number of buckets. Okay, understood everyone? So in this situation, you need to go for bucket map join. Okay, so simply how you will go for bucket map join? So same thing, guys. Just you need to set this property called set hive dot optimize dot bucket map join dot sort merge equal to true. Okay, so simply this particular query, this particular property, but you need to add some extra things. Okay. So these are all how we will be processing the data if you are getting huge amounts of table, right? These are all the conditions. Even this is also one of the optimization techniques. If you have huge amount of data, how you will optimize it? One way is we can go for partition, you can go for bucketing, you can go for indexing, you can go for suitable file formats, you can change the execution engine. At the same time, you can do the Hive joins also. Okay, understood everyone? Got it right? So just I have explained you the reasons when to go for which packet. Okay. What sir? I didn't understand. JD or JD? Oh, sorry sir. JD. JD. Sorry. I said double. Okay. Okay. So optimizer. Bucket map joiner format equal to true. So this is how you need to do this. So you can practice it. Just go to that document and you can practice from there. Okay. So straight away you can able to do that. Okay. So you can able to do that. Understood everyone? What are all the joins present in the Hive? Or any doubts? Any doubts, guys? Everyone understand what is the joins? Is it looking difficult or it's the same? But the thing is like once you start practicing, you will come. Okay. Okay. So even in real time, you will use this kind of joins. Even you will use left outer joins, right outer joins. Those also you can use. Okay. And this is one of the important topics. Okay. And one more thing which we are going to do is nothing but that, Sunday properties. Okay. Okay. So Sunday simply what is meant by Sunday, guys? Okay. Sunday is nothing but serialization and deserialization. Okay. Simply I told you what is nothing but this nothing but this particular Sunday properties acts as an interface between serialization and deserialization in Hive. Okay. So the thing is, if your data is present in the uh, serialization format, okay, you can deserialize the data by using built-in surveys. Okay, so Avro survey you have. Suppose if you have the data in Avro file format, okay, so using Avro survey you can deserialize the data. Similarly, if you have the data in WARC file format, you can use WARC file surveys to deserialize your WARC data. So even Harcourt you have, even JSON surveys you have, all the kind of surveys you will be having. Okay. The thing is, what will happen? It will just take the data, it will deserialize the data, and it will give back to the data. Clear, understood everyone? So these are all the set days, okay? Anyway, I have shown you already how to, okay, deserialize your data. Just a moment, I have a let us, just a moment. Hmm, I have okay, just a moment, I will just check. I kept someone, I've drawn one face partition, partition. Yeah, this is what the Sunday guys, okay? So how this Sunday looks like means this is what it will do. So just a moment. So what happened? First, my data is in SQL. Okay. So what I did, I moved to I moved to the okay like HDFS, and while moving to the HDFS, I have serialized my data. Okay. So what is the serialization? The data will be stored in the form of ones and zeros. Okay. So what I did again. Okay. So in while transferring the data from SQL to HDFS, okay, I used I moved the data into Hive format. So what will happen? The data has been serialized. The data will be stored in the form of ones and zeros. This complete data, human readable data, is stored in the form of serials. Now, what we will do by using the survey properties, we are converting these ones and zeros byte serialization to the byte deserialization. So again, your ones and zeros will be moved back to this human readable format. Understood, guys, everyone? This is how the set day property. What is the use of set day property means? This is how. Okay. So while reading itself, Hive will deserialize it. In order to do the deserialization, what Hive will do? Hive will take the help of, okay, Hive will take the help of the Saturday libraries. Okay, what are all the Saturday libraries? They are built-in libraries. Hive libraries you have Warkey built-in libraries, you have Hive, uh, okay, you have Parquet built-in libraries. You have many libraries. Okay, you have many built-in libraries available. Okay, anyway, even I have shown you how to deserialize the data and how to process it. Okay, okay, understood, everyone? Okay, what is meant by Saturday? Okay, so this is what about Saturday properties. Okay, in Hive. So almost I have completed everything. Okay, the only thing which is left, guys, okay, for maybe for this is for sample any use cases, you can try it out how to handle the incremental data in Hive. Okay, so how to handle the incremental data in Hive. So I will just open this document and I will show you. This is the document which I created. Okay, it's already there in the drive, I guess. Okay, so how to handle the incremental data? So let us assume day one you have got this data. Okay. So you can see here these are all the 5 records. Okay. So we have got this data. So what this data? This data came in. This data is there in the local. So what I did, I moved to the HDFS. Okay. So after moving to the HDFS, what I did, I have created a Hive external table. Okay. So this is how the Hive external table to be created on an external location on Hive. Okay, so once I created the Hive external table, what will happen? The table is created, and once the table is created, okay, all the data present in this day1.csv will comes into the table. Okay, so if I give select star from, I will get this. Till this, everyone clear? Okay, so now day two, we have got some other data. What is the data? You observed anything? What is the data difference between day one data and day two data? Day two also we have got the data which is present in the day one. Arpit 9000. But you can see here Bangalore is there, but here we have Bangalore update. Okay. So in the second record, Rajit is there, and again we have Rajit underscore. Here we have Rajit at the rate of gmail.com, but here we have Rajit underscore 2000 at the rate of 200 at the rate of gmail.com. So you have an updated data. Okay, and third record, here it is Hyderabad and it is Pune. And we have got some new data also, seventh and eighth. So the second day, we have got some updated records, which is there in the first day, and we have got the new records also. Okay, now what we have did, this data, day2.csv, came to our local path, and we have moved it to our same thing, HDFS path. And once we have moved to the HDFS path under the same folder, so once you select star from, okay, you will get this data. Okay, so one Arpit, and this is nothing but 1 to 5 is nothing but the day1.csv. 1 to 8, 1 to 378 is nothing but day2.csv. But what is the problem here, guys? Your data is not getting updated, right? I need to get only one data, one record for Arpit, one Arpit 9000 Bangalore updated. I must not get the previous data. I need to get only updated data as well as the new data. Understood, everyone? This is called as delta load, or this is called as incremental data. Understood, everyone? How to, what is, why I am telling this means this is how in real time you will do. Okay, guys, understood? You want me to explain again? Understood or not? Okay, so mostly important you use there which we will use. Okay, the thing is like, so we have got day two. In day two, we have got some incremental. Okay, so in day one we have got some 5 records. Okay, in day two we have got some another 5 records, but in that 5 records also 2 records belong to the day one records with some updated values. Okay, in day one we have got Arpit Bangalore, but in day two we have got Arpit as Bangalore updated. The record got updated and came. So now my final result must be like this. Okay, my final result must be, I must have only one record for Arpit, that is only updated record must be there. The old record must get deleted. So how to do that? Guys, this is the query you need to use. Okay. So what I do, I need to use this query. Okay, so I need to use this query. So once after using this query and once after selecting, what will happen? Because you will get the data like this. Arpit, Bangalore updated to Chennai at the 200. And you can see 3 Ankit. So you have got your data has been updated at the same time new records has been added. Then how you have done that? Just by using a query, and that query you need to keep that query in use. Views is nothing but a virtual table. So you need to give that entire query into a virtual table. So every day, whenever your batch runs, the data comes and this view will run and you will get the updated table and that updated data will be shown in your dashboard. Okay. So always you will see the updated data from views. Okay. So that is the sole reason why I kept this okay, the thing is like how you will handle the incremental data. Okay, so I can handle the incremental data using views. Okay, I can handle the incremental data using views. That you can tell. Okay, so how you can do that? This is the query. This is a common query, guys. Okay, in any project they will use this query. What they will do based on the max modified date, they will take the data. Okay, so if you are good in SQL, you will understand this. Okay, it's a kind of sub query. Okay, so just go through this. Anyway, this document is present in my okay drive path, so you can try this out. Okay, so I have placed everything, guys. You can try to create a day1.csv with the data which I have given in this screenshot, day2.csv with this screenshot, and try to load a Hive table. Okay, once you load the Hive table, try to load the query and you see whether updated data and new data is coming into your table. Guys, do practice. Without doing practice, nothing will understand from your end. Okay, while listening big data will be very easy, but without you do practice there is of no use. Okay, you will forget in another 2 3 days, that's it, and again it will be new for you. Okay, so try to do the workouts. Okay, everything is there in your drive, every document is there, copy it and paste it. Okay, that's it, you can make use of it. Okay, clear everyone, understood? Okay, so any doubts till this? How to handle the incremental data? I have given you the document. Okay, so follow the document and create the data and try to do the update. Okay, and try to create view, and once the view is created, try to upload that view, try to and you can do one more thing also. You can even execute these queries in the form of shell scripts. Okay, which I will show you tomorrow. Okay, which I will executing the queries from the files. Okay, so I think someone has asked the question. Okay, just a moment. Sorry, I remember. Bhaskar, you are the one who asked the question, right? So just a moment. You have a query. Okay, you have a query in file or in folder, Bhaskar. So you told right. You have a query. So you have a query in any SQL file or you have a file. You have a query in a test pad. Okay. Suppose if you have a query in a SQL, right, you can, what you say, suppose, just assume, we'll just tell you. Anyway, we'll show you tomorrow how to do that. Okay. Think the cluster is in just a moment. Okay. So how normally how we will have means uh, okay, normally we will have queries like this. Okay, some like Hive dot SQL. This is the query which we will get it. Okay, so in that we will place the query like use uh, JNTUK underscore partitions. Okay, select star from. Okay, what is that tables? What is the table? EXNX records. Okay, so just assume. So this is there. Okay, this is there in your. Okay, so now how we can execute Hive hyphen F Okay, just try it. I will just show you whether it will run or not. This is the way to handle the query. You can see here from command terminal without logging into, okay, taxation record. Table not found. Just a moment. Okay, so I think just a moment, guys. So the thing is like if you have a data in SQL, okay. So just a moment. Okay. So just a moment. Taxation reports. Just a moment. I will go to my taxation reports and I will see whether the table is present. So tables. Taxation reports. There are TXM reports. TXM. Okay. TXM. I will remove the yes and try to execute this. Okay. Let's see. Uh, if I give, it will take more time. Okay, just give limit 10. Limit 10. Okay, just try to execute this. Okay, so this is how you need to execute the Hive query in a command line. Okay, so Hive -f, the particular script name. Okay, you can see here the script got executed. Bhaskar, you can see this is how you need to execute the script without going inside the Hive terminal. I went inside the Hive terminal, guys. No, right? Understood, everyone. Did I went inside the Hive terminal? I didn't went inside the Hive terminal. Directly from the command prompt itself, I am executing the Hive query in the form of SQL script. So in real time, all the SQL scripts, all the HQL queries, you will place it in a SQL file or HQL file. Okay, you will place it in a SQL file or HQL file, and you will execute by using Hive-F, that script name. Okay, clear, understood, everyone? Got it? You can execute this in scripts wise, Bhaskar. Okay. In folder, if you want to do it, you need to use using ODBC. That is through Eclipse, you can do it. Okay. Okay. So this is how, and even you can straight away, I-F, okay, even you can straight away select star from, okay, just a moment. Here, give like this. So going inside it itself, we can give, okay, because this we won't use it, but we'll just try TXM records. Okay. So the thing is, without going, this is the way to execute the script. This is Hive-F is the way to execute the HQL script using command prompt, and Hive-E is the way to execute the query in command prompt. I am executing the Hive query without going into the Hive terminal through command prompt. Guys, these two are the mostly used asked interview questions. Okay. Maybe if some people who is trying for interviews, experienced professionals, this is the way. This is the way you will be executing your Hive queries in your real time. Always you will keep your Hive queries in SQL scripts and you will execute in the form of Hive-F. Clear, guys? Understood? These two are the ways which you will use it in the industry. Hive-F and Hive-F. And same thing, you will keep this Hive-F that is in a shell script like Hive-dot-sh. Okay, and you can view like this. Okay, and that's it. So I don't think this will work. I need to do some setting, but anyway, I will show you tomorrow. Okay, how to do this. Okay, like this, you need to trigger your shell script. Okay, sh midun.sh. You can see here what I did, guys. Here I created a shell script, and in the shell script, okay, see just what I created the shell script. In the shell script, I kept this command. Okay, so what this command has did, I have executed this command. How to run the shell script? Sh midum.sh. Okay, so what will happen? So I have created a shell script. In the shell script, I have kept the Hive script. So I have triggered my shell script, and this shell script has triggered the Hive script. Okay, and that has went into the Hive, and I have kept the output. Okay, and this particular script I can schedule it using Woozy or Control M or these are all the schedulers, guys. There is one scheduler which you will use in shell scripting. Woozy is the most used. Control M. Okay, forgotten the other name. Anyway, I will show. I will tell you tomorrow how to schedule the scripts. Also, I will tell you. Okay, so you can schedule it. You can schedule the script means every day if you want to run your Hive script at morning 10 o'clock, then you can schedule midun.sh at 10 o'clock. Means every day at 10 o'clock it will run. That's it. Clear, everyone? Understood, guys? Today. Okay, these are all the real-time things, guys, which you have. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, we can change the mode, sir. Just see it. Okay, ls icon lrt underscore dot sh. What is the mode? Okay, I think it is in. Yes, sir. I can give it as change mode. Okay, 777, and anyone can run this. Anyone can run this. So this is how we can change the you can change the permission of the scripts. If you want to do it, you can check it. Okay, 757. Okay, so all those things you can do. Okay, this is how we can create the shell scripts, and in the shell scripts we can keep the Hive scripts, and we can trigger the Hive scripts through the shell scripts. Guys, this is how we use it to do in Bank of England. Okay, so everything will be triggered through shell scripts only. Okay, everything will be triggered through shell scripts. We won't do manually. Every code we will write in a script, and we will trigger in the form of this sh script name. Okay, and this shell script will go and trigger the Hive script, and Hive script will go and do the query, and it will get the output, and it will be placed in the location. Okay, understood, everyone? Clear, guys, everyone? So clear with the today's class? So I think you learned a lot today. This is more than sufficient to crack your Hive interview. Okay, because you may need people who are trying for interviews, right? This is more than enough. Okay, you won't get a question out of this syllabus. Whatever I told you to learn, that's it. You can easily crack Hive. Okay, and if you have gone through my Spark, you can easily crack Spark also. Okay? This is how, guys. This is how in real time. What and all I did in real time, I have shown you. Okay, you can practice from yours. You can create the Hive script. You can schedule that. Tomorrow I will show you how to schedule that scripts also. Okay, so you can create it. You can trigger it. You can schedule it. You can play with your data. Anything you can do, but you need to know the basics. That's it. Okay, so that's all from today, guys. Okay, almost we have covered all the things in Hive. Okay, so and tomorrow I will be explaining you the H base. Then I will be explaining you the project. Okay, which involves Hive, Spark, H base. Okay, I will explain you the. Okay, so hope I have given you the valuable information today. So please go through the videos and okay, so that you can get it easily. Okay, clear, everyone? You have any doubts? Okay, let me know. Yes, you need to practice. Sohail, okay. Without practice, then no use of okay, like uh, going through the sessions. Okay, you need to practice. That's it. If you practice, then it will be very easy. Okay, simple as that. Okay, clear, girls, clear, right? Today, so okay, guys. So Mesos is nothing but another kind of, see, instead of yarn you will have Mesos and Mesos framework also. But Mesos I never use it. Okay, maybe in big data we never use it Mesos. Maybe some other people might have used it, but mostly we will use yarn only. So okay, we won't go for Mesos. You can try it out, but I never seen people who are working on Mesos. Yeah, maybe large scale clusters in range 130, 130, 140 nodes clusters. Nowadays, even they are not going for Mesos, they are going for cloud based clusters. Okay, I told you right in while explaining in Azure, right? I explained you HD inside. So if you want to create a huge cluster, then they are taking the help of Azure, not they are trying to, because it is very cost, right? It's a cost based. That's the reason. Okay, maybe in large scale they might use Mesos. Okay, but nowadays they are going for cloud based clusters, not on the okay, Mesos basic class. Okay, guys, then take care. Have a good sleep. Okay, and we will meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you for that.